Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make some delicious chocolate chip cookies. So for this recipe, I'm actually going to be using the Nestle Toll House recipe, but instead of using regular butter, I'm going to be using brown butter, which I've made this so many times, and it's literally been so good every single time. You can really taste the brown butter flavor, and it's literally so much better. So this is the ingredients that you're going to be needing. Okay, so first up we're actually going to be browning our butter. I like to do this first because I like to have it cool while I'm mixing all the other ingredients. We're going to add our 1 cup of butter, and I'm also going to add a tablespoon into that. Okay, so right now I'm letting the butter melt fully. Sorry, this piece is a little bit cut up, but yeah. So right now I'm letting it melt on around like medium heat. I'll catch you guys back when it is fully melted. Okay, so now it is almost fully melted. I love to use brown butter because I feel like it just gives such a awesome nutty taste. It's literally the best. It gives it so much flavor, and it's literally the best. I also like to add a tablespoon extra to the cup that is required for the original recipe, because when you're browning butter, it evaporates, and that tablespoon just really helps, I feel like. So right now I am just mixing it a lot. Make sure you're constantly mixing it because you do not want it to burn, or else you're gonna have burnt butter instead of brown butter, and you don't want that. And I'm telling you, like, literally when you're browning butter, your house is gonna smell like a freaking bakery. It's gonna smell so good. So yeah, and by the way, the foaming is normal, totally normal, but yeah, it is not brown yet. But I am still keeping it on medium heat right now, constantly mixing until it browns. And also, if you see little like brown pieces at the bottom, that is totally normal. That is literally the best part. And make sure when you're transferring it, because we're gonna actually transfer this into another pot after it is done browning, make sure you get all those brown pieces because that's what gives it flavor. Okay, so now it is almost done. I know there's a lot of foam you can't really see, but it is like a golden brown, and when it's like a golden brown, it is almost done, and it is almost ready to transfer it to another container. Okay, so now it's about ready. As you can see, there's little golden like specks on top of the foam, and that means it is ready. We're gonna transfer it to another container to let it cool. Okay, so now in another bowl, I've been letting this cool for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna add this into a bigger bowl. Don't mind my dog, but we're gonna add all of it in. Hang on, let me scrape this. Now we're going to preheat our oven to 375 degrees, and then we're also going to line 2 baking sheets with parchment paper. To this, we're going to add our 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar, and then we're also going to add our 3/4 cup of packed brown sugar. Okay, so now that I have my packed brown sugar and my regular sugar, we're going to use a hand mixer to mix this all up. You can also use this with a regular whisk, but I find it easier to use a hand mixer. Okay, so now we're mixing this until it's fully incorporated, and then we're gonna add our egg. Let's add our 2 eggs in there. Okay, so here goes 1, and then now I'm also gonna add the other egg. Here goes the other egg, and then we're gonna mix this also. Now it's gonna look like this when the egg and butter and sugar is fully mixed. We're going to use a spatula and get all the edges out, and you can see there's a little bit of brown sugar crumbs, so I'm going to continue to mix it until they're gone. Now we're going to add our 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. That is about 1 teaspoon, and then I'm going to mix it up again. Now we're going to take our whisk out, and we're just going to switch to our spatula. I'm going to get all the edges off, and then we're going to add our dry ingredients. We're gonna add our 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour into our wet mixture. So here goes 1 cup. And then I'm actually going to fold this in first. And also make sure you don't overmix your ingredients. So I'm gonna mix that a little bit, and then we're gonna add our second cup of flour, and then 1/4 cup. Okay, now that I mix this a little bit, we're gonna add our 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then our 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so now we're gonna add our 2 cups of chocolate chip cookies. I'm gonna add 1 cup for now and see how that is. Okay, so this is what it looks like all mixed up. I actually added 1.5 cups, not 2 cups, but if you like more chocolate chips, you can add 2 cups. Now we're gonna transfer this to a pan. I'm using a cookie scooper little thing. I think this is about a tablespoon, but you can also use your hand if you don't have that. Oops. So we're gonna put this and put it 3 up here and then 3 down. So, okay, now we're gonna put these in the oven for around 9 to 11 minutes until they're golden brown on the edges. Okay guys, so they just came out of the oven. I did 10 minutes instead of 9, and they look so amazing and so good. Comment if you like this recipe and subscribe to my channel for more recipes. Thank you.